Here's why you play Vexana, the shimmer of hope in the mid lane. First off, she possesses powerful AoE damage, allowing her to deal massive magic damage in team fights. She has strong crowd control with her fear effect and knockup, making her a great initiator of follow-up engager. Vexana also excels in team fights due to her ultimate, which summons an eternal guard to assist in battle. However, she is very immobile, making her vulnerable to assassins and high mobility heroes. She also relies on her skill timing, as her abilities require proper positioning and setup to maximize their effectiveness. Vexana's passive, Nether Touch, curses enemies hit by her and the Eternal Guard. When the cursed enemy dies, they explode, dealing magic damage to nearby enemies. This passive adds extra damage during fights, making her abilities more lethal in wave clearing and team fights. Vexana's first skill, Deathly Grasp, launches a claw in your target direction, damage to enemies in its path. If it hits an enemy hero, it stops and knocks them back while terrifying them. It then explodes, dealing additional damage and terrifying nearby enemies. This skill is great for disrupting enemy formations and setting up follow-up attacks. Vexana's second skill, Cursed Blast, marks an area and after a short delay, unleashes a powerful blast that deals magic damage to all enemies in the area. This ability is Vexana's main source of burst damage, perfect for poking enemies and clearing minion waves quickly. Vexana's ultimate, Eternal Guard, summons a giant undead warrior at the target location, dealing magic damage and knocking enemies airborne. The summoned Eternal Guard remains in battle for several seconds, continuously attacking enemies and dealing additional magic damage based on their max HP. This skill is devastating in team fights as it provides both area damage and sustained pressure. A typical skill combo for Vexana is to start with first skill to knock back and fear enemies, follow up with second skill to deal heavy burst damage. Finally, use ultimate when enemies are grouped up to summon your undead warrior for additional sustained damage. If possible, wait for allies to engage first so you can capitalize on their crowd control. Moving on to builds, Agilely built Arcane Boots, Lightning Truncheon, Blood Wings, Genius Wand, Holy Crystal, and finally Divine Glaive. These are the emblems that go along with this build. As for battle spells, the best burst spells for Vexana in my opinion is Flicker, Sprint, Flame Shot, or Purify. Flicker helps compensate for her lack of mobility, allowing for better positioning. Sprint is useful for escaping or repositioning during fights. Flame Shot provides extra poke damage and a knockback for self-peel, and Purify helps remove crowd control effects that can leave her vulnerable. Vexana performs well against backline DPS heroes like Layla, Irithel, and Savior. Her burst damage and crowd control make it difficult for these heroes to position properly, forcing them to play cautiously in fights. However, she struggles against mobile assassins such as Saber, Aemon, and Karina. These heroes can quickly burst her down before she has a chance to react. Since Vexana lacks mobility, she can't easily escape if they dive onto her. Vexana works well with heroes that have powerful crowd control, such as Atlas, who can lock enemies in place for her to follow up with her abilities. She also benefits from high burst damage heroes like Beatrix, who can finish off enemies weakened by her burst damage. You should max second skill first as it deals the most damage and is essential for wave clear. Upgrade first skill second as it helps with crowd control and setup. Most importantly, upgrade the ultimate whenever available as it provides a significant impact in fights. Positioning is always key when playing Vexana. Since she has no mobility skills, always stay behind your front line and use your abilities from a safe distance. Her first skill is great for disrupting enemies, so use it to peel for your teammates or to follow up after an ally's initiation. Second skill has a slight delay before it hits, so predict enemy movements to land it effectively. Her ultimate is a game changer in team fights. Try to use it when multiple enemies are grouped together for maximum impact. Finally, be mindful of assassins looking to dive you. Position yourself near teammates and consider using Flicker or Purify to escape dangerous situations.